So before we actually get into setting our intentions, I want to go through 6 keys for setting intentions to actually happen. So that if we get this bit right, if we frame our intentions properly, it's like the unconscious mind is like a 7 to 9-year-old child. So we want to make our intentions really simple so that all our resources in the universe can wrap their faculties around it and make it manifest really easily. So that's what we're going to talk about here for the 6 keys for setting intentions that actually happen. The first one is that your intention must be positively stated. Most people focus on what they don't want. They focus on what they want to cut out of their lives or what they want to move away from, like, I want to quit smoking, I want to lose weight, I want to get out of debt. In NLP, we talk about toward and away from motivation. Toward motivation is moving towards something positive that you want. For example, the driving force for what I do is that sharing these insights and tools and practices with people causes people to transform their lives, and that's great, and that's toward motivation. It feels good. Away from motivation would be, for example, jumping out of the path of a moving train. So the problem with away from motivation or fear-based motivation is that it produces inconsistent results. That's because as soon as the stimulus is gone, there's nothing left to keep pushing you. And that's why the dieter puts the weight back on, the ex-smoker starts smoking again, and the person in debt makes some progress and then ends up a lot much worse than before. I was recently at a conference, and the speaker there was talking about Oprah Winfrey. And apparently someone once asked Oprah Winfrey, what was your motivation for creating such a massively successful television show? And she said, well, it was words to the effect of, I have this vision of people taking increasing levels of responsibility for their lives and being empowered and changing their lives and transforming their futures. And that's pretty inspiring, I thought. And then they also asked her, Oprah, what's your motivation for going to the gym? And she said, because I don't want a fat butt. So, it's really important that we make sure that our intentions are toward motivated. And that will give us the long-term drive that we need in order to consistently go out there and make it happen. So, the next key is that your intention should be best for all. A lot of goal-setting methods encourage us to set all kinds of goals without fully considering the consequences of the goal. And the problem is that what's good for one area of your life may not be good for other areas of your life, and it may not be good for other people. So it's often been said that the enemy of the best is the good. So we want to make sure that our intentions are safe for everyone. In fact, they're best for everyone. Best for yourself, best for others, and best for the planet. And I encourage you to really consider the consequences, to always check in with your heart before setting an intention. And that's why, the meditation process is so important. Maharishi, the founder of the Transcendental Meditation Movement, he talks about spontaneous right action, where when you're in that connected state where you're coming from your heart, things just happen automatically, and the right things happen automatically. So in the process that we'll be doing later, the future visioning exercise, we'll actually be doing some energized breathing to add energy into the process, and meditation to connect with our heart and make sure we're coming from the right place. Okay, the third key is make sure your intention is clear and concise. It's okay to write pages and pages of detail about your dreams and everything that you want to create. That's all great. Particularly for the purposes of this exercise we're going to be doing, we want a nutshell type statement. We want 1 or 2 sentences at the most. Like I said before, the unconscious mind is like a 7 to 9-year-old child, so we want to make it really, really simple so that the unconscious can wrap all its faculties around it. Number 4, we want to use present tense language. We don't want to say, by 2010, by 1st of January 2010, I will own a new Ferrari. We want to say, it is now 1st of January 2010, and I'm looking at my brand new Ferrari and I feel great. Or, it is now 1st of January, it is now 4th of June 2007, and I'm looking into the eyes of my new partner who I love dearly, and we're both really excited to be together. Okay? Or whatever your intentions are. very important to frame it in present tense language, because that creates the feeling of already having created your outcome, which of course you have, haven't you? Okay, number 5, believable and challenging. You have to believe and expect that your outcome is on its way. Nothing less will do. And the way to do that is to have some history of success in a certain area. Now, if you've never had success in a certain area of your life, let's say financial, does it make sense to set a goal of, to bring in $5 million by next week? That might be a bit too much of a stretch. I mean, if you can believe it, then you go for it, and you write it down. But we want to make it believable and challenging. If you've never had success in a certain area, probably better to start smaller, get some successes, have some success at this, and then build up slowly. The other thing you can do is play with the time limit that you set on this. For example, it may be $100,000 in 2 weeks, maybe a stretch for your believability, possibly. Well, if that's the case, you could try putting it back to 6 months or a year, or whatever's believable and challenging for you. So make your intention believable and yet still challenging. And finally, we want to know our evidence procedure. Right, this is critically important. How will you know when your outcome has happened? What's the first recognition, the first signal you'll get inside that will let you know that your outcome has now happened? Will it be something you see? Will it be something you hear? Will it be something you feel? Will it be something you say? We want to build the evidence procedure into our statement of intent. For example, it is now 1st of January 2010. I now see my brand new Ferrari right in front of me, and I feel great. Or, for example, if it's financial, for me that would be looking on my online banking statement and see that money's just gone into my account. So it might be, it is now 1st of January 2008. I've just checked my online bank statement this morning, and I see that $20,000 has just been deposited in my bank from new sources, and I feel great about it. So whatever the evidence procedure is for you. So now that we've gone through those keys, what I want you to do is to write down an intention in 3 areas of your life. 1 in the area of your health, your connection to your Creator. That's 1 area of your life. You might want to grab a pen and paper and just write these 3 areas down. So the first area is your health, your connection to your Creator. The second is your career or your finances. And the third is relationships. Okay. We don't want to set too many intentions. We want to keep it fairly focused. Okay, so 3 different areas. 1 in the area of your health, your energy or your connection to your Creator, your spirituality. Secondly, your finances or your career. And number 3, your relationships. So I'm going to give you, how long should I give you now? 4 minutes? 4 minutes? Is that about right? Give you about 4 minutes? Okay, yeah, I'll give you 4 minutes, so go. Start writing. Remember, we want it to be a nutshell type statement. We want it to be in the present tense language. It is now.
Hey, this is Matt Clarkson, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this sample, I know you'll love the following even more. Key question: if you could manifest absolutely anything right now, what would it be? An avalanche of cash, a profitable business that you love, the man or woman of your dreams, a more fulfilling relationship, radiant health and happiness. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, you can manifest it with my free future visioning meditation right now. This powerful meditation guides you to install any goal or intention deeply in your subconscious mind. And in the next few minutes, I'll guide you to plant and encode this outcome so deeply in your subconscious mind into your future time stream, causing you to expect this intention will happen because you'll feel it already has happened. So to access this powerful meditation and manifest absolutely anything right now, go to www.mindbodymeditationsformanifesting.com or click the link below in the description. And remember, the universe loves speed, so go for it. And finally, I want to thank you for exploring this meditation with me today. When it comes to manifesting what you truly desire, today's meditation will really help the more you practice. And as you go about your life, remember to be clear about what it is that you do want, while allowing yourself to flow smoothly with whatever shows up, with the spirit of acceptance and gratitude, and knowing that everything that happens for a reason which serves you. And if you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends, leave me a comment. Thanks for listening, and remember to get your future visioning meditation at www.mindbodymeditationsformanifesting.com. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.